We're here. Welcome everybody to Thursday night live prime time trivia on Traveling with Bruce. How you guys doing? Did you have a bite to eat? Is everything okay? I'm good here, ready to roll with some trivia questions tonight. Today's date, March the 14th, 2019. Unbelievable. Almost halfway through March. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Unreal. Hope you're having a good day today. I know the storm going across the U.S. is just insane. The reports I'm already hearing about and seeing. I hope it's all okay for all of you watching me tonight. Hope you're staying safe, staying warm, staying healthy, and you're going to be all right. Excuse me. Good to see you folks are coming into the show. Fantastic. Yeah, lots of news today on the first show I did today. Lots of things going on with Norwegian's nickel and diming continuing. It just doesn't end, does it? It just keeps happening. Another 49-cent increase per day on the. They used to call it a gratuity charge. Now it's a service fee. Did you know that? They're taking the word gratuity out of there. They're probably going to eventually just make it a mandatory charge. I can see this coming. Not too long, where they'll just make it an automatic add-on. But why they don't include it in the fare is really beyond me. Because if you're going to call it a service fee, like this resort fee that hotels charge, I mean, come on, who you kidding? You're not kidding anybody. A resort fee. I love the Las Vegas casinos that charge a resort fee in January. Oh, okay. Well, let me go to the pool. It's closed. Oh, well, what about the hot tub outside? No, that's closed. Well, can I lay down in the lounger? No, it's covered in snow. What's the resort fee for? Yeah, and these are like $30. Some of them are $30, $35. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, you go to Expedia.com or Travelocity or whatever these websites are to find a so-called hotel deal, and what do you find? You find a $29 rate or a $39 rate or $44, $45 rate, but then you look into the details. Oh, there's the $35 resort fee, and then there's the state taxes and city taxes. You got an $80, $90, $100 room plus parking now. I mean, it's ridiculous in Vegas. It's just gotten stupid. But victim of its own success in a way. Vegas has really done well for itself, but they've priced themselves out of a big chunk of their market, and got to wonder the next slight recession in Vegas, a slight recession across the U.S., first recession in the U.S. that affects Las Vegas bookings. Oh man, there will be pain felt across the board, because I can imagine that these operations are running on such thin profit margins that a 5% drop in traffic, you will have a massive a number of hotels that are barely breaking even or maybe even losing money. And in Vegas these days, a lot of it is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. These are publicly traded companies, and these shares will take a serious hit. And have to see what happens. Anyway, well, it should be fun. Same with the cruise lines. Cruise line stocks, as far as I'm concerned, they are priced to perfection. The Wall Street brokers keep trying to tell the investors out there to buy, and I'm going, why? They have been making top dollar now for a couple of years. Everything is working for them. Low interest rates for money they're borrowing to buy ships, have them built. Hot U.S. economy, are pretty stable. Strong U.S. dollar. All is seems well. How much better can it get? They keep saying out there that the cruising public, can't get enough of cruising. I kind of wonder, with any kind of a slowdown in the economy. Last month, last month, the jobs report, only 20,000 jobs created in the U.S. last month. They were expecting 180,000. We have a 150,000 drop, 150,000 jobs dropped, or 200,000 jobs dropped in a month. I will bet you that if Americans get a sense that the economy is slowing down to the point where they might see layoffs in certain sectors, cruise lines will immediately feel it, because people will put off booking a cruise down the road. They'll book it. They'll back off, wait a few months to see how the economy is doing before they take the leap. Because once you've made your payment, you may not be able to get it back, depending on refund policies and this kind of thing. And I tell you, our friends at Norwegian just been bragging about their all-time profits last quarter, running at 107.6% capacity on a cruise ship. I'm asking, hey, you go down to 102% capacity, that's 5% gone. I bet you that's all the cream on the top. You got to wonder if they're going to be in a pinch and will have to deliver a disappointing profit report to the Wall Street analysts that weren't expecting it and have been calling for record profits to keep rolling. And you can up your daily gratuity charge all you want. If you've got 5% fewer passengers on the ships, you're not getting the increase. You're not even getting the gratuity charge from 5% of the people you thought you were going to get it from. That is going to create havoc. I really wonder if some of these cruise lines shares are kind of priced to to absolute perfection. Their business is been expected to perform to perfection, and on it goes. And I really wonder if they really are going to be able to pull it off. I'm curious about that. Anyway, that's just me ranting and raving here as a lover of cruise ships and cruise lines, former stockbroker, just kind of watching the world go by and see what happens. Anyway, welcome to the 31 of you who are here. I think we've got enough to get started. I want to say hi to everybody, and let's get right into it. I'm ready to roll on these questions. And looking to have some fun here. Vivian is here. Welcome, Vivian, from the UK. I don't know how long you're going to be with me, but welcome, my dear. It's a little late for you. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Steamer. Kelly Aston. Let me just double check something here. I want to, you have to forgive me, folks. I think I have an issue here on my machine, and it is entirely my fault. I am not organized on this machine. It's just charging up my big ass iPad, and I wanted to make sure that it was held enough of a charge before I started the show. I'm reading the comments from the old show. Let's go with the new show. Here we are. True Janie Sue is here. Hello. Can't be here for the start, but wanted to give thumbs ups. Thank you, True Janie. Robert Scott, ready for trivia. Bruce, what I said on the earlier show was it was 70 in Pittsburgh, and I'm loving it. Oh, man, 70 degrees in Pittsburgh. Jennifer hears that. She's going to just be dying to go there because she loves the Steelers. Jeremy G, hi, everybody. It's 71 and windy in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Jeremy, I love that name, the town of yours, Rancho Cucamonga. Welcome, pal. Linda Lou, it's trivia time. Yay. Adam Chateauillac. Hey, Bruce from Minnesota. It's 40 degrees out and raining like no other. Feel bad for the states that get all our snow melt. We had 3 feet. Now it's almost gone. Someone will be flooding down there for sure because it moves down, doesn't it? Unbelievable. Michelle Kendall, it's 44 and foggy in northeastern Wisconsin today with local flooding from snowmelt. Christy Hogue is here. Hi, Christy. How you doing? Kirk Brunson from New York City. He's here, ready for trivia. I've got 9 thumbs ups already. Haven't even started the show. This is awesome. Linda Lou, 43 degrees, another day of sun, and we're sitting at a record 2 days in a row. Woohoo! Way to go, Linda Lou. Denise McCracken, hello all. My mom's birthday is today, 90 years young. Fantastic. Happy birthday, Denise's mom. Fantastic. Mercedes Rosario, hey, Bruce. Scott Weber, hi, I'm here. Linda Lou, oh, how fantastic. Denise, happy birthday to mom. Denise McCracken, thank you so much. Linda Lou, hey, Scott, my neighbor to the south. Jorge is Ruiz. Hey, Bruce and TWB gang. How you doing, Jorge? Scott Weber, accept modern portfolio theory and the idea of efficient markets. Scott Weber, the cruise lines might throw in more free goodies, though, to attract customers. Jeanette Smith, hi from Texas. Julie, Carly, hello all. Linda Lou, I wouldn't mind if I knew the people who work so hard for those gratuities. I really would like to know if they got them. Sandy Kaminsky, hi from Texas. Hi, Sandy, how are you? Welcome to my show and channel. Ed Gavassi, hi from Vancouver. Ed, how you doing, buddy? Welcome from beautiful Vancouver. Meme Quinones, hi Bruce, 80 in Fort Lauderdale. You're killing me. You're just killing me. That's wonderful. Scott Weber, hi Linda Lou. Rob Sauter is saying hi as well. Fantastic. Welcome welcome all to the show. 13 thumbs ups already. Let's get into trivia right now. I'm ready to roll. These questions, I'm excited. Put them together earlier, and I think we're going to have some fun here. I just wanted to review exactly which ones I have here. Oh yes, and yes, I'm looking forward to some of these. Okay, well, let's start with the first one. This one here is there's only 12 correct answers, but this one can get you thinking. See if you guys can come up with this one. By the way, Donnell is saying, hi, Bruce and all. No computer network course tomorrow. So I'm staying up for trivia. Really bad stormy weather heading for Ireland. Welcome, Donnell, from Cork, Ireland. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Let's get going on trivia right now. Here's the first question of our trivia show for the night. And we'll see how you guys are going to do on this one. Let me just set up my eraser here. Here we go. Got my big ass iPad up and running with my big ass iPad pencil. Okay, can you name the largest U.S. cities? Can you name? Let me rephrase that. Can you name large U.S. cities that peaked in their population in 1950? What big U.S. cities have been losing population since 1950 census? Ever since. Tell me the 12 biggest losers in the USA for population since 1950. Let's see how you do on this one. I find fascinating, this information. Let's see what we got here. Here comes some guesses right now. Linda Lou is thinking New York City. And it's a city I'm looking for, Sheila, not the country. I'm just looking for cities. Linda Lou, New York. No, New York City actually has gained population since 1950, surprisingly. But because New York is getting higher with high rises, the population density just keeps rising up here and there, and old warehouses become condos, and New York is actually not on this list of 12 biggest losers. Scott Weber, though, he's thinking about Cleveland, Ohio. And here we are. Cleveland, Ohio was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th biggest loser of population. They used to be 914,000 people in 1950. This is the corporate city limits of Cleveland. Today, as of 2010's census, they're sitting at, if I got this right here, let me just double check this. They've lost, let me see if we got this right. No, they're sitting at 396,000. They have lost 43 point, they only have 43% of their population left. I'm slowly figuring out what this means. 914,000 is what they had, 396,000 is what they got, and 43.3% are left. That means 57% are gone. That's how much of Cleveland has disappeared from Cleveland. Now, where did they go? Some have moved into the suburbs all around Cleveland. But a lot of people have left that area because it's the Rust Belt, and those jobs aren't there anymore. Isn't that amazing? Donnell is guessing Detroit, and so is Linda Lou. Detroit is number 3 on the list, an even bigger loser. 1.85 million in 1950. Today, 713,000. They've lost over 1 million people in Detroit. 38.6% left. That's all that's left in Detroit. It is stunning. Sheila, I don't know why you're guessing Japan. I'm looking for U.S. cities that had the most population, that have lost the most population since 1950. We'll continue on here. Scott Weber, Detroit. We've got Scott Weber is coming here with Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Ohio. It is actually on the list at the number 12 position. The 1950 population of Cincinnati was 504,000. Today, 296. Remaining people, 58.9%. They've lost 41.9% of their population in Cincinnati. That's the best one of the bunch of the 12. It's amazing. Sheila's going, Linda Lou, Gary, Indiana. Gary, not large enough. It's probably a lost population, but it didn't make the 12 worst list. All right. What's that? I have to say Gary, Indiana, and Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
That's how I say Gary, Indiana. I didn't know that. Jennifer's helping me out here. She won't go on camera, but she'll tell me how to speak on my show. Sheila is wondering about Miami losing population since 1950. No, Miami's booming, growing. Denise has Cleveland, and we've got Cleveland already. Scott Weber is thinking about St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah. St. Louis, right behind Cleveland here, the 6th worst performer. 1950, St. Louis had 856,796 people. So 856,000. Now 319. That's all that's left. St. Louis is down to 37% of their population from 1950. Devastating losses. Rob Souter, what about Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Jennifer's favorite town because her blessed Steelers, her beloved Steelers, play there. Pittsburgh is an interesting story. They are number 9 on this list. They used to have 676,000 in Pittsburgh, PA proper. Now that number is 305,000. So 45% of the 1950 population still remains in Pittsburgh. But around Pittsburgh, the area has grown out, and Pittsburgh's population now is mainly comprised of the metropolitan area, which I think is 3.5 million. Pittsburgh has become a major educational city and medical city. The old steel mills are long gone. Gone in the 80s, gone in the 90s. It's all over. Pittsburgh has transformed itself, and the area is doing quite well. But the downtown core, yeah, they've really lost in population there. Absolutely. All right, Sandy is thinking about Dallas, Texas. No, Dallas is booming. They're going the opposite direction. They're not in that Rust Belt. Sheila's wondering about Las Vegas being a loser. Vegas is a winner. They're really coming up the other way. Scott Weber, though, Buffalo as a city that's lost, and Buffalo is a loser. The corporate city limits of Buffalo at one time in 1950, they peaked at 580,000. Today, 261. That means only 45% of the population from 1950 remains in Buffalo. The burbs are where they live in Buffalo because that's how it's happened. But Buffalo proper has lost a lot of jobs. A lot of manufacturing type jobs have long walked away from Buffalo, as have many in the Northeast, of course. Jeremy's thinking Boise. No, Boise's actually growing. Baltimore from Denise McCracken. Yes, Denise, you've got one here. Number 4. They're the 4th biggest loser. If I've got my facts correct here. Okay, sorry. Here, let me just grab this. Okay. I have to look at this quiz. I keep trying to figure out how it works. The way they've ranked this, they're ranking it as the largest city in 1950. Where is it now? And Baltimore was the 4th largest city in this quiz. They had 949,000 people in 1950. They're down to 620. So 65% of the population remains. Baltimore has lost basically 35% of its population since 1950. They have not recovered yet. They're coming back. Baltimore is coming back, but have not reached 1950 numbers. Scranton, PA. Jorge is wondering about Scranton. No, city was never big enough to make this top 12 list. Detroit, we've done already, Jerry. Clearwater, Florida, not in the list. It's U.S. cities. Yes, Sheila, it is. Brucey, the Cuz. Pittsburgh, we've done already. Sheila, sorry I'm late. No problem, Sheila. Or Jorge. Erie, Pennsylvania, not on this list. Looking for larger cities. Palm Springs, no. Philadelphia, Jim on the Water. Yes, sir. Jim, Philadelphia had 2 million people in 1950. Today, 1.5 million people. So 500,000 lost. 73% still there, but Philly had really dropped and has been slowly coming back, still down 500,000 from its peak in 1950. Chester, Pennsylvania, not on the list. Orleans, New Orleans, not on this list either. Nope. What do we? Oh, great. Sheila, I'm back on track now. Adam, Chateauguay, Pontiac, Michigan, not on this list. Looking for big cities. Newark, Brucey the Cuz. No, sir, it's not on this list. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hang on, folks. I've got to say goodbye to somebody. Goodbye, somebody. All right, Jorge, Milwaukee. Let's see here. Nope, Milwaukee is not on this list. Not Sacramento either. St. Paul. Nope. Austin, Texas. No, that's a booming town. Boston, Pennsylvania. Boston, Massachusetts. Yes, Boston is here. They had 801,000 in 1950. Today, Boston is showing 617, which means 77% of the population is still there from 1950. So Boston has a ways to go to recover. It has been recovering, but not yet. Durham is not here. Lynchburg is not here. Akron is not here. I'm down to 3 cities. They're big cities, though. Long Island, no. Portland, no. Well, I don't know how to give you hints without completely giving it away. I'll tell you this, in 1950, one of the cities I'm looking for had 3.6 million people in 1950. Today, 2.6 million. They lost a million. What city has lost a million in population? I've got another city here, 800,000 in 1950, 600,000 now. And another city was 521,000 in 1950. It's now 382. These have all taken a hit. Omaha, St. Louis, New Orleans, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the 802,000, now 601. Washington is at 75%. The city of Washington itself is a basket case. And I'm not talking politics. I'm talking the city of Washington, D.C. is an absolute basket case, and the feds are doing zip about it, and they're letting their capital rot under their feet because they don't live there. They live in Alexandria. They commute in. They do their business in there on the hill, and then they leave because they have no love for their home city, which is their capital. It's shocking. It really is shocking. Jorge, Los Angeles, no. San Diego, no. Reno, no. Chicago, Jim in the water, yes, sir. Chicago had 3.6 million people in 1950, now 2.6. There are only 74% people left in Chicago, so even Chicago has had a tremendous drop-off to the burbs. They've gone absolutely. One more city to go. See if anybody gets it here. Reno is growing at them. Sheila, laughing a lot of politicians. Try buying a house in Virginia. That's right. Good luck. Sheila says sad, really. It is a sad reflection. The most powerful country in the world, its national city, apart from the monuments, is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Stuff hasn't just happened in the last 5 years. It's been this way for 30 years. It's just been terrible. The neighborhoods of Washington are a mess. The school systems are a mess. The police services are a mess. It's a mess. And the government could do so much to make it better, and they don't. They give it its own territory, but they don't give them any power to make it better. It's shocking and disappointing. It's a sad state of affairs. And what can I say? Americans travel to capital cities around the world as visitors. Go to Berlin, incredible city. Go to London, England, unbelievable. Paris, France, wow, what a place. Amsterdam. Go to Rome. Go to Ottawa, Ontario, Ottawa, Canada. Pretty, really nice. Washington, D.C., a pit, an absolute pit, and it's an eyesore for America, and yet no one cares. No politician will ever get elected to make the city better, and no politician will ever get unelected by not making it better. So nothing happens. It just deteriorates. It's too bad. What can I say? I'd really love to see Washington be a world-class place. I really would. In any event, that's the way it is. One city to go. I'm looking for a city in Minnesota. And anybody know a city in Minnesota that used to have 521,000, now has 382? We've got her done. Rochester, New York is not the town, although Rochester has lost population, so is Youngstown. Albany, they've lost. Hartford, they've lost, but it's not Hartford. The city I'm looking for is Minneapolis. Somebody guessed St. Paul earlier. Jorge, you got it. Minneapolis, 521,000, now 382, 73% left. Those are the cities. The biggest losers are Chicago, Philadelphia, Detroit, Baltimore, Cleveland, St. Louis, Washington, Boston, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Minneapolis, and Cincinnati. Those are the biggest cities in 1950 that have lost a whole bunch of people. And where have they gone? They've gone west. They've gone southwest. They've gone southeast. And they've gone into where the jobs are today, and that would be high tech, tourism, services, of course. Okay, that's our first quiz out of the way, and that's my rant about Washington out of the way. Poor Washington, what can I say? Now, how many of you are here? There's 33 of you here, so here we go. We've done this quiz I'm going to give you. We've done before. It's been a while, though, a long time ago, and I'm guessing that almost all of you who are here were not here when I did this quiz the first time, and it was a good one. I am looking for answers, and think about cars. Think about cars. I'm thinking about. Tell me the names of every model of car ever made under the Chevrolet banner. Every Chevrolet ever made. Tell me the model of every Chevrolet ever made, and I'll tell you when those were done and how long they were. You can go right from 1946 right up to now. What models of Chevrolets have been made over the history of the Chevrolet company? And let's see how you guys do with that. Here's Scott Weber, the Vega. Do you remember the Vega? They called it the Servan Vega. It had an aluminum block engine. It was a piece of crap. It was a disaster from 1971 to 77. I think they got rid of the aluminum engine only a couple of years into production. They tried to save it with a four-banger. It didn't work, and it only lasted 6 years. It was a huge marketing machine push to make this sporty two-door kind of car work. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Sheila, the Impala. Well, yes, the Impala name has been around a while, from 1958 until 61. Then they continued it again from 62 until 64, then 65 to 1970. The Impala from 71 to 76. The Impala from 77 to 85. All kinds of versions of the Impala kept coming out and coming out. They'd redo it, and kept on remaking the car and redesigning it again and again and again. Let's see here, any more versions of. There's all kinds of more versions to find. Let me see here. Impala. I think they even took it out of production for a little while, and then they brought it back 2000 to 2005, and then in 2006 to 2013. And now, even today, you can buy an Impala right to this very day. There's a lot of Impalas that have been made, many generations of them. The Tundra, I don't think Chevy's ever made a Tundra. I think the Tundra is a was that a Nissan, or is it Toyota Tundra? It might be a Toyota. El Camino. Carl Peterson is guessing El Camino, and I'm not sure. Wasn't that a Chevy product? The El Camino. Just trying to find the year for this guy. The El Camino. I'm not finding it here quickly. I'll keep an eye open for it, though. Impala, we have Chevette. Oh, yeah. The Chevy Chevette, 76 to 87. Let's see here. Chevette, did it last beyond there? I don't even know if it lasted, if it even made it any further than that. That might have been it for the Chevy Chevette. I think it's dead. That was it, and I don't think it was around before. I'm just triple checking. No, that's right. That was the only time the Chevette existed. Remember those? Impala, the Malibu. You know what mechanics call the Malibu? They call them the Malibu. The Chevy Malibu, or the Malibu. They came out as a Chevelle Malibu in 64 to 72. Then the Malibu name, let's see if it worked out on its own. Chevelle Malibu from 73 to 77 again. Then the Malibu from 78 to 83. The Malibu, let's see here. The Malibu from 97 to 05. There might have been a gap there, I guess. Malibu, yes, from 04 to 08, another version. 08 to 2012, another version, and they still make it today. The Chevy Malibu, that name hasn't died. The Bel Air, you remember the Chevy Bel Air? Oh man, those are big cars. 53 to 54, they came out with the first version. From 55 to 57, they came out with the next one. 58 to 61, they came out with the next Bel Air. 62 until 64, 65 until 1970. The Bel Air from 71 to 76. Oh, the old Chevy Bel Air. I think that's it, though. After 76, it was all over. We haven't seen one of those since. Capri, the Chevy Capri. Do you guys remember those? Did your dads have one? Did Grandpa have one? The Capri, 65 to 70. The Capri from 71 to 76. The Capri from 77 until 1980. And then there is no Capri until in 91 to 96 for the Capri. And I'm wondering if it's dead. I'm looking for any more Capris. Did they make any of the Capri PPV came out in 2012 till present day. And that's the history of the Capri. Oh my gosh. Adam also had it, the Chevette. We've got already the Sonic just got put up here. The Sonic, is there such a thing as a Sonic? Yeah, 2012 to present day, the Sonic was brought out. I think that's as early as it came out. The Bel Air, we've done. Camaro, the Chevy Camaro. You guys remember the first years of the Camaro? 67 to 69, those are expensive. Is 70 to 81. I once had a 76 Camaro, by the way. Camaros, let's see here. Camaro, any more Camaros? Yeah, 82 to 92. The Camaro, I know they discontinued it eventually. Let's see here. This could have been the blank years. The Camaro, 93 to 2002. And something tells me it may have gone into hibernation for a while, and then came back. The Camaro in 2010 till 2015. And do we still have it? We have it 2016 to today. We still have a Chevy Camaro. How about that? The Chevette we have done. The Equinox. The Equinox. Is there a Chevy Equinox? Yes, 2010 till present day. And 2005 to 2009, the Equinox has been around a little while. The Nova. Oh, Jim, you remember the Nova? Yeah, the Chevy Nova. I think there were millions made. 62 to 65 is when it started. 66 to 67, 68 to 74. The Nova, 75 to 79, and the Nova, 86 to 88. There was a gap here. Let's see, any more Novas? Sorry, till 1988. Oh my gosh. I think we're done on the Nova nameplate. I think that was the last time they made the Chevy Nova. There used to be millions of them. The Cameron, no, I think you're talking about the Cimarron, which was a Cadillac. There is no Cameron that I know of. The Traverse, Chevy Traverse. Is there such a thing? Yes, 09 to present day, a Chevy Traverse. I'm looking at it from kind of reverse to now. I think that's the only time I have it. Very good. The Corvette, yes, the Corvette. The Chevy Corvette, 53 until 62. Then the Corvette C2 came out, 63 to 67. Then the C3 version from 68 until 1982. Then the Corvette, the fourth version from 84 to 96. Corvette, yep, the C5 from 97 until 04. And let's see, Corvette C6, 05 to 2013, and the C7, 2014 to the present day. Corvette's still around. The Monza, Adam Chatoyak, the Chevy Monza. Was that the Monza? Yes, it was. 75 to 1980 for the Monza. And I think that was it. I don't think the Monza lasted any longer than that. I think it was all over in 5 years for another disaster by General Motors. Adam Chatoyak, the C10, I'm not sure what that is. Looking quickly to see if there's anything here as a C10. I've seen nothing. I'll need more detail on that. The Volt, Meme is wondering what the Chevy Volt came out in 2011 until 2015, and now 16 to the present day. The Volt is still out there. Not many, though. Impala we've done. The Suburban. Remember the Suburban? They're still out there. The old Suburban. If you got gas money to burn, get yourself a Suburban, because you will be at the gas tank a lot, to the gas station. 92 to 99. Let's see. The Suburban from 2000 to 06. And 07 to 13, and it's still out to this very day, 2015. You can still burn a lot of gas on a Chevy Suburban. Adam Chatoyak, the Blazer. The Chevy Blazer. There's another name from the past. From 69 until 72 looks like the first time the Blazer name was ever used. Then the Blazer came out in 73 until 1991. And the Blazer 92 to 94, and then the S10 Blazer from 95 to 2005. And any more Blazers, or are we done with that brand name? No other Blazers after that. Wow. The Nova we did. I had an Impala, and my first boyfriend had one, the old Chevy Impala. My dad had a Chevy something else. I can't tell you. You guys haven't guessed that name yet. Carl Peterson, the Cruze. Yes, the Cruze is spelled Cruze. 2011 to 2015 and 2016 to the present day. The Chevy Cruze has been around a little while, and I think that's as close and as recent as it's been around. The Nova, we have the Corvair. There's another old one, the Corvair, 60 to 69, and I think it was dead after that. The Corvair was a mid-engine designed Chevy, had the engine behind the back seat, right over top of the rear axle. The car was unstable at highway speed. Many deaths were attributed to it. Ralph Nader was a young lawyer going after Chevy to stop that car from existing. They wanted to kill that car, unsafe at any speed. They were successful in getting that car killed, if not before it injured and killed a lot of Americans and others. Dangerous car. Yuck. Monte Carlo, Jeremy. Yes, sir. The Monte Carlo, 1970 until 72 is the first time the nameplate came out. Then from 73 to 77, then from 78 to 80, then 81 to 88. Big selling nameplate. In 95 to 99, there was a gap there from the Monte Carlo. And that is it. That's the last time we've seen a Monte Carlo. Who is next year? The Malibu we've done. The Chevette we've done. Corvette we've done. Cod Air, no. Tahoe. The Chevy Tahoe. Let me just double check here. Excuse me. The Tahoe, 95 to 2000, the name appeared. Then in 2000 to 2006. Then 2007 to 2013. And 2015 to this present day. Have you got a lot of money to burn? Because Tahoe's burn gas. Corvair. Thank you, Jorge. A Camaro, we've done. Sierra. Linda Lou, the Sierra series. Now, let me take a look at the Sierra. Is that name brand coming up here? Sierra. No, I'm not sure. I think it's a GMC Sierra, or it's a truck model, and I don't have a truck. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't see it here. So I'm going to continue forward here after that. Let's see here. Where are we? The Chevelle. The Chevelle. Okay, we had the Chevelle Malibu. All right. But then Chevelle went on their own, I believe. The Chevelle name, let me see or did it die? Oh, maybe it died off. Yeah, the Chevelle is gone. The Chevelle is gone as a nameplate. It was out originally as a Chevelle or Malibu from 64 to 72, and then it continued on until 77, and then that was it. Goodbye, Chevelle. The C20 and the C30 are some guesses coming in now. I'm not showing anything in a C20, C30. I don't know what that model is. It might be a truck. It's not showing here. Trailblazer. Trailblazer. Let's see. Chevy Trailblazer. The name, yes, there's a Chevy Trailblazer S10 from 1999 to 2001, Trailblazer from 2002 to 2009, and that's it for the Trailblazer. The Kodak, Adam Chatoyak, the Kodak. I'm looking for anything called Kodak under the Chevy banner. Don't see it. I don't have anything called Kodak, unless I'm missing something big time. Not seeing it. Love LUV, haven't got that. Silverado, no. Citation. Do you remember the Chevy Citation ad on the side of a bus in Forrest Gump when he was sitting on the park bench talking to the lady about the box of chocolates? The bus would go by. Chevy Citation ads on the side of the bus. The Chevy Citation came out in 1980. It was going to revolutionize Chevrolet front-wheel drive car. It lasted 5 years. That was it. It died an ugly, ugly death. They were terrible cars. Corvair, we have Tracker. Jorge is wondering about the Tracker. The Chevy Tracker, 1998 it came out. Then in 1999 until 2004, and then it died a quiet little death and went away forever. The Vega we have, the Cruze we have, the Blazer we've done, the Suburban we've done, the Capri Classic as another model of Capri, the Lumina. Do you remember the Chevy Lumina? Oh no, 1990 to 1994. Then the Lumina APV from 1990 to 96. Then the Lumina from 95 to 2001. And then it was all over for the Chevy Lumina. Front-wheel drive, mid-size car, disaster. They lost millions. Geo Metro, the Geo Metro. Looking for a Chevy Geo Metro. I don't have it. I might have come under another nameplate, but I don't have it. Monte Carlo, we did. What was the 50s Chevys? That's right. Tell me some of the names of the 50 Chevys. Citation, we got the SS, Adam Chateauillac. Wondering what the Chevy SS. Well, there's the SSR from 2004 to 06. There's the SS today from 14 to now. Those are the only SS versions of the Chevys out there. The Spark, the Chevrolet Spark from 2013 to 2015, 2016 to present day. The Spark, what a stupid name for a car. The Bolt, B-O-L-T, 2017 to present day. The Bolt is a current model. Astro Van, Adam is wondering what the Astro, 85 to 94, 95 to 05, and it's all over. No more Astro Vans. My dream car, 68 Camaro. Oh, yeah, many others. CK Truck is what Meme is wondering about, the CK Truck. I've got nothing under that handle at all, sorry to say. Continuing on here, the Nomad. The Nomad, is there anything under Chevrolet under the Nomad? Nothing. I've got nothing. I learn something new here every day, says Sheila. HHR, yes, the HHR model, 2006 to 2011 is how long it lasted. I have an Equinox, says Sheila. Grand Prix is a Pontiac, that is correct. Monza, Mimi, Monza, we've done already. It died a very quick death in the 70s. It was a rear-wheel drive, 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder car, piece of crap, rusted out within 6 months, garbage. In Canada, they didn't last. The Venture, Jorge is wondering about something called the Venture, the Chevy Venture. 97 to 2005, I have something known as the Venture, and the adventure is all over. There's no more adventures in that one. The Uplander, Meme is wondering about something called the Uplander. Yes, 05 to 08, and it's gone. The Uplander is gone, up and out of here. The Spark, we've done already, I think. Yes, it's gone. Moving on, can you tell I'm an automotive, laughing out loud. Avalanche, Yoda is wondering about the Avalanche. It's a GMC, I think. I don't think it's a Chevy. I could be wrong, but I don't have the Avalanche here in any event because it's a truck, so I'm not sure. I think we're just talking cars here. Chevy Fleetline. The Fleetline in 1946 to 1948. The Fleetline 49 to 51. And that was the end of the Fleetline line in Chevy's history. Express van. I'm not showing it, or I am. Not 03 to now. 2003 to right now, Express van. Thank you. Thank you for that. We got it. Very good. Very good. Keela, hi, Keela. How you doing? Montana. Meme is wondering about the Montana. That is another truck, I think, and it's not in this quiz. The Sunfire is a Pontiac. Sunbird. I thought the Sunbird was also a Pontiac. Yeah, it's not. There's a Buick or a Pontiac, but it's not Chevy. The Denali Cadillac. Datsun is Nissan. Chevy cars. Nathaniel. Biscayne, the Biscayne. Yes, my father had a Chevy Biscayne. The first time it came out, 58 to 61. Then it came out from 62 to 64. My dad had a 65. They came out 65 to 70. The Biscayne lasted from 71 to 72, and that was it for the Biscayne. It was a cheap, stripped-down version of the Impala and the Bel Air, and the Biscayne was the vehicle. You would go to Hertz Rent-A-Car, and you'd rent a Biscayne. They'd have Impalas, but you'd pay more for those. But the Biscayne would be the standard rental car of the 60s from Hertz and Thrifty and all those car rental agencies at all those airports back in the 60s. My dad had a Biscayne with a standard shift clutch, transmission, and it was on the wheel. So he was holding the steering wheel with his hand, and the shifter, it was a 3-speed, 3 gears on a Chevy, and no air conditioning, no power windows, vinyl seats, all bench seats, garbage. Oh, that was but that car, my dad couldn't kill that car. He put 300,000 miles on that car, 500,000 kilometers, could not kill that car as a traveling salesman all over Ontario, Canada, as a musical instrument salesman to all the music stores in all of Ontario. He drove that Chevy Biscayne, could not kill it. Original engine, couldn't kill that car. He sold it for $300 when he was done with it. Unbelievable. He got one of the good ones, I guess. Nathaniel, oh my bad, just logged in. Jorge, Suburban is Chevy's oldest vehicle, starting production in the 30s. Meme, Beretta, the Chevy Beretta, 1988 to 1996, and that was it for the Beretta. A sports type model car, died quickly. Adam Chatoyak, the Chevy Cavalier, 82 to 87, 88 to 94, 95 to 05, and then it died, was replaced by the Chevy Cruze. Silverado, not showing on this quiz. Capri, we've done. Chevette, we've done. Sheila, yes, me. Quinones, my sister-in-law had one. I couldn't think of the name of it. The Track, T-R-A-K. There's a T-R-A-X, Trax, 2013 to present day, the Chevy Trax, T-R-A-X. I'll give you that one. The Cobalt from 05 to 010, and that's it for the Cobalt. Someone asked me what the Geo Metro. There's a Metro from 98 to 01, but they didn't call it a Geo in this quiz. That's why I didn't see it there, but you got it. C10s are the same truck as Kodak, and they're old trucks. I got a few. Prism, Nathaniel Brown, the Prism, 98 to 02, 1998 to 02 for the Prism. The Astro, we've done already. A Super Sport, not showing it here. Triple checking here. No. Moving on. Chevelle, we've done. Horizon, no, I don't think so. No. Celta, no. Cadet, no. Citation, we've done. Chevy 210. Yes, the Series 210 was a version of vehicle. I think it's a truck, and this is where it gets confusing with this quiz here. Volt, what is a Firebird? That's a Pontiac. The Aveo, yep, 2007 to 2011, and 2004 to 2008. The Aveo lasted a little while. Omega was a Buick, I think, or a Pontiac. Parkwood, the Parkwood, no, there was no Parkwood. There was no Parkwood. Something close to that, but not Parkwood. Firebird was Pontiac. Park Avenue Buick. Sheila, thanks, Adam. That's what I was thinking. Meme, yo, man. Denise, oops, Buick is Park Avenue. Kingswood, yes, meme. The Kingswood came out in 59 to 61. Then it came out in 71 to 76, and that was it for the Kingswood. It didn't last any longer than that. We're pretty well, we're virtually done here. There's only a couple of. The Style Master from 46 to 48. The Fleet Master from 46 to 48. The Style Line was from 49 to 52. The Nomad, somebody asked me about the Nomad, and I said, no, you are right. It was a 1955 to 57 vehicle and 58 to 61. I apologize for that. I just missed it. The Series 150, the Series 210, we're also here. The Brookwood is another vehicle name. The Del Rey, these are from 58 to 61 to 1958 only. Brookwood from 71 to 72. The Celebrity, do you remember the Chevy Celebrity? I believe it was a four-door car, a two-door and four-door version. 82 until 90, front-wheel drive, 4 or 6-cylinder engine, I think, is what they had. The Chevy Celebrity, they didn't repeat after that. The Chevy Spectrum from 85 to 88. The Chevy Sprint from 85 to 88. The Corsica from 88 to 96. And the Captiva Sport from 13 to 14 makes up all the Chevys over the history of the Chevy nameplate. Some names from the past, bringing back memories. Unbelievable. My father, before he got a Chevy Biscayne, he used to drive Volkswagens. Being a European guy, he felt the Volkswagens were They were well made. They were tough. They didn't rust like North American cars. They rusted, but not as bad as. And he used to drive a square back station wagon type Volkswagen, 4-door station wagon Volkswagen vehicle with the engine in the back, 4-cylinder in the back, air cooled. And he had 2 of those, and he replaced 3 engines in 3 years. He burnt them out. He would burn out the engines. They couldn't handle the mileage. He was putting on 50,000 miles a year as a traveling salesman. These Volkswagens, they couldn't handle it. He finally listened to his fellow salesmen because they would talk at the coffee shop, and they said, you got to get a Chevy, man. You got to get a North American vehicle that can take the mileage. And he bought a Chevy Biscayne and drove that thing for 10 years. Couldn't kill that car. And it was ugly, in an ugly green color. It was terrible. I thought, Dad, can't you buy something that looks good? But no, he bought the cheapest model on the lot. Cheapskate that he was. He should have bought an Impala. He could have had air conditioning, maybe automatic transmission, but couldn't get him out of a standard. He had to shift those gears himself. He didn't trust it. So much fun, and many years ago. Alrighty, let's do the next quiz. Are you guys ready? Firing up my marker here. Let's get on to the next one. I had a VW Jetta, and now my daughter has one. I had a diesel VW Rabbit. I had a hatchback at VW hatchback. I had a Chevelle as a teenager, Sheila. I drove my Impala for 11 years, and it still looked newish than new, but my Toyota Celica was the best car I ever had. Weren't those great-looking cars, the Celicas? The Toyota Celicas. Oh, the nice cars. Okay. Here's your next quiz, you guys. I've got 19 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for the 19 thumbs ups. Let's get on with this one here. Tell me the name of the countries. Tell me the countries where you can find a Burger King. Where can you go for a Burger King burger around the world? Fire away. I got 71 countries here waiting to be discovered by you. Where can you go and get a Burger King burger around the world? This won't take you guys too long, I don't think. Eric Gibbons, the United Kingdom. I think you're right. Yep, you can get a Whopper in the UK. Linda Lu, China. Yes, I think you're right. Yep, you can go to China for Burger King. Love mine, Mrs. Sheila. Eric Gibbons, USA, of course, United States of America, obviously. Jeremy, Japan. What about Japan? Yep, you can go to Japan, get a Burger King burger there. Ireland, Donnell is thinking. He must know he's there. Ireland, yes, sir. You can get a Whopper in Ireland. Canada, Debbie Emmanuel says, yes, of course. You can come here and get a. We were probably the second country to get a Burger King. The UK, Spain. Meme is wondering about Spain. España. Yep, you can go to Spain, get a burger Whopper there. South Korea, Sheila. South Korea is here. Yes, it is. You can go to South Korea. Nina, Sweden. I think that's a hometown guest. Nina's in Sweden. How you doing, Nina? Welcome to the show. Good one there. Sheila is thinking Russia. Yes, you can get a Whopper in Russia. Japan, we did. UK, we did. Mexico, Linda Lu. What about Mexico, Bruce? Yep, you can get a Whopper there. United States, Italy, Italia. Yes, you can get a Whopper in Italy. Aruba. The guess is Aruba. I don't have Aruba on this quiz. No guesses for Aruba here. Debbie Manuel, hi, everybody. Nina Frank, Burger King is in Germany. I think you are absolutely correct. I know they're in Germany. I know they're in Berlin. Absolutely. Nathaniel, Saint Martin. You can go to Saint Martin. I am looking here. I don't see it here, but something tells me the mother country of Saint Martin and the mother country of Aruba is whom you're going to have to guess, because Aruba is not its own separate state, nor is Saint Martin. So what are the mother countries of these islands? And you'll get it right. Sheila, Greece. Can you get a Whopper in Greece? The answer is no. You used to, but they ended in the 1990s. I have a footnote here on Greece. Nina is thinking Denmark. If it's going to be these islands in the Caribbean, Denmark. You're right. Denmark it is. Curacao. Curacao, I believe, is also part of another country. I'm not sure if it's Denmark or not. Puerto Rico's USA. Finland. Nina Frank, Finland. No, ended in the 1980s. They had them until the 80s. Germany, we've done. Mexico, we've done. Portugal. Portugal, yes. You get a Whopper in Portugal. Jeremy, Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, you can go to Trinidad, Tobago and get a Whopper. Good night, all, says Denise. Take care, Denise. Sylvan, Grand Cayman. That is not its own. That's part of the UK, and we've already got the UK. So, yep, there are Burger Kings in the UK, in Grand Cayman. Matter of fact, it was once a month. The local franchisee down there, they would have a sale. You could get a Whopper for 99 cents. That would be 99 cents Cayman Islands currency, which is $1.20 American, by the way. Normally that burger, when I was down there, that would be like a $3.25 burger. To get it for 99 cents, I'll tell you what happened. People were driving up during the daytime. Moms and dads would drive up with the family, and there would be like 4 people in the car. They'd order 12 of them for 99 cents each. No limit. They'd order 12. They'd eat 4 in the car or take it home, and the rest they put in the freezer. I'm not kidding. They bought the burgers fully cooked, took them home, and they probably took the vegetables out of there and froze them and had them later as leftovers. That's one step away from the third world. Jennifer and I would look at each other and go, you got to be kidding me. No way, man. I'm not doing that. We'd go a 99-cent night. We'd eat them on the spot, but we wouldn't take any home and freeze them. Are you kidding me? Yuck. I think some people would show up at work the next day and have leftover a Whopper for lunch. They'd have a Whopper that they bought the night before at 99 cents. They had one for dinner. Then they'd have one for lunch at work the next day. Oh, man. Deals on the islands were hard to come by. That was a deal. Unbelievable. Brought back that memory. Sylvan Forest, what about Brazil? Yep, you can get a Whopper in Brazil. Good night, Denise, says Jeremy. Anina, the Netherlands. Yep, you can get a Whopper there. South Africa, another guest just came in. Nope, you cannot get a Whopper in South Africa. Sorry, no can do. Panama, Sylvan, is wondering about Panama for a Whopper. Yep, you can go to Panama, get a Whopper. The Philippines, Donnell, wondering about the Philippines. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the Philippines, you can get a Whopper there. Let's see here. Who else is there? Australia. Australia, known as Hungry Jacks. They're known as Hungry Jacks in Australia. Yeah. Okay. Belgium. Nina is thinking Belgium. Just looking here. Sorry. Nope, I do not have Belgium. That is one country you cannot get a Whopper. Switzerland. Nina Frank. What about Switzerland, Bruce? Yep, you can get a Burger King there. Egypt. Meme is wondering, yep, you can get a Whopper in Egypt. Austria, yes, you can get one there. France, the country of France, ended in 1998. You can't get one there now. Up until 98, you could get a Whopper in France. Sylvan, Guatemala. Yep, you can get a Burger King burger there. Poland, another guest just came in. Yes, thank you, Nina. Iceland from Rob Souter. Iceland, nope, you cannot get a Whopper in Iceland. Netherlands, we've done. Hi there, better late than never. Nurse Nancy, how you doing? Nurse Nancy, tell me the countries where you can get a Burger King burger. What countries can you get a Burger King? Terrence, what about the Grand Cayman? Yes, Grand Cayman, it's part of the UK. Sheila, Canada, we've done it. I had a Whopper in Aruba nonetheless. Maybe no longer. I don't know. No, you have, because I believe it's a Netherlands territory or Denmark. That's why, because it's under that territory. Bermuda, Sylvia Swan, I think that's UK territory. It's not its own country. So there you go. Indian, what are you thinking? India, I mean? India, I'll give you India, and that is correct. Israel, the country of Israel ended in 2010. They had them until 2010. Egypt, we've done. Brazil, we've done. Norway, Eric Gibbons is wondering about Norway. Have we done it? No, we haven't. Norway is good. Jamaica, H-I-J, yes, you can get a Burger King burger in Jamaica. Turkey, the country of Turkey, yes, you can get a Whopper there. Norway, we've done. Hungary, yes, you can get a burger, a Whopper in Hungary. Colombia in South America, yes. The Philippines, we've done. Iran, the country of Iran, no, you cannot get in Iran Burger King. Serbia is not on the list, no. Somebody someone's laughing out loud. Jeremy, yuck. Jorge, yeah, yeah, yuck. The leftover Burger King. Jorge, Portugal. We've done it, haven't we? Yes, we have. Yep, we've done Portugal. Vietnam, Sheila. Vietnam, not yet. I don't see it on this quiz unless they've just barely opened them. Russia, we have done, I believe. Yes, moving on. Vietnam, Peru, Linda Lou, Peru. Yep, you can get a Burger King Whopper there. Nigeria. Nope, you can't do it in Nigeria. Argentina. Yes, you can get a Whopper there. Chile. Yes, another South American country. Sudan. No, they're starving in Sudan. You can't get them there. Thailand. Nina, yep, you can get a Burger King in Thailand. Taiwan. Yep, they're in Taiwan. Zimbabwe, no. Denmark, we've done already. We've tried, right? And we've got it, Denmark. Madagascar, no, not Madagascar. Greece, we've done Greece. Moving on to, Nina says, Czech. Vatican, no. Slovenia. No, you can't do Slovenia, but there's one that sounds like Slovenia. What's that one? There's Ukraine. Ukraine, you cannot, until 2006, you could get a burger in the Ukraine, a Whopper, but not now. Good guess, Sheila. I was just going to say that. Sylvia, Romania. Yep, you can get a Burger King there. Jamaica, we've done. Japan, we've done. Turkey, we've done. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, great minds think alike, eh? Slovenia is not the one I'm looking for. There's another one that sort of starts like Slov, but it's not Slovenia. South Korea, we have done. Uganda, no. South Africa, no. Dominican Republic, yes, you can get a Whopper there. The Philippines, we've done. Ghana, no. Cannot get a Whopper in Ghana. Indonesia, yes, you can get a burger there. Bolivia, yes. Croatia, no. Morocco, nope. Senegal, no, not Senegal. Finland, we have done, I believe. Until the 80s only. Moldova. No, that MOL, no, not that one. Spain, we've done. Ecuador, yes, you can get a Burger King burger there. Slovakia, yes, Slovakia, not Slovenia, but Slovakia. The other half of Slovakia used to be with another country that's all on its own now. There used to be a long word. What was that country called? You'll get that one. Bulgaria. I'll take Bulgaria, Nina. It's all good. I'll take it. Estonia, no. Latvia, no. Slovovia, nice try, Silva. Egypt, New Zealand, yes. Australia, New Zealand, Montenegro, nope. Tanzania, no. Wow, it's all I can say, says Sheila. They're everywhere. Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic. Yes, you can eat a Burger King in Czech Republic and Slovakia, which used to be known as Czechoslovakia. Well done, all of you guys. All right, I'm still looking for a bunch of countries. I'm looking for countries in the Mideast. I'm looking for countries in Central America. I'm looking for Asia. I'm looking for a lot in the Mideast. Think OPEC countries, folks. Where do oil workers go and drill for oil for Mideast countries from America? These guys work from America, come from America. They want their Burger King. Burger King gets around. That's right, Scott Weber. Singapore. Singapore is not on this list. Shockingly, nope. Yemen, no. Yemen is not on the list. Too dangerous. Nepal. Nepal, nope, no Nepal here. Iraq, yes, Iraq has a Burger King, or at least one time did. Jordan, yep, you can go to Jordan for a Burger King burger. Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, I'll give you that. Iran, no, sadly not in Iran. Peru, we've done. Bahrain, yes, you can go to Bahrain for Burger King. Saudi Arabia, yes. You go to Saudi Arabia for Burger King. Argentina, we have done. UAE, we've done. Venezuela, you believe it or not. Yeah, you can go to Venezuela. You're probably using a credit card to buy it. American currency would be awful handy. UAE, we've done. Oman, yes, that's another one. But do they give those cardboard clowns in all those places? I don't know, Jeremy. Sylvan, Colombia, we've done already. And We've already got it. Liechtenstein, not Liechtenstein. No. Pakistan. Nope, not in Pakistan. Brazil, we've done. Kuwait. We can go to Kuwait for a Whopper. You betcha. Israel, we've used to be able to until 2010. Afghanistan, that's right. You can go to Afghanistan to a Burger King, probably in the green zone where the American embassy is. Papua New Guinea, no, sir. Uruguay, yes, you can go to Uruguay. Have we done Colombia? We have. Kiribati, no. Let's see here. Turkey, we've done. Kuwait, we've just done. Micronesia, no. Paraguay, there we go. Paraguay is another one. Samoa, nope. UAE, we've done. Costa Rica is another one. Lebanon, yes, you can go to Lebanon for a Burger King burger. Oman, we've done already. Yes. Sri Lanka, no. And Ecuador, no. We've already done Ecuador, actually. Syria, no. Too many bombs going off in Syria with a civil war. Malaysia, yes. You can go to Malaysia. Honduras, no. Yes. Sorry, here it is. Honduras, yes. Taiwan, we've done. Nicaragua, yeah, that's another one. Gone. Central American country. The Seychelles, no. Cuba, no. Sooner or later, it'll be sooner or later. I am still looking for one little tiny country, and I mean tiny, stuck in between France and Spain, known as an alpine getaway for the well-to-do. I'm looking for the country that's beside India, but it's not Pakistan, it's the other direction. I'm looking for a Caribbean country where a lot of cruise ships go all the time. I'm looking for a Middle America country, Central America country. Here we go. Tahiti, India. No, India we've done already. Vanuatu, nope. Belize, no. Whoa, I'll get a BK in Honduras. Andorra, that is correct. In between France and Spain is Andorra, alpine getaway for the wealthy. You can get a Burger King there. Botswana, no. Bangladesh, yes, you can go and get a burger in Bangladesh. Monaco, no, not Monaco. Liechtenstein, nope. Andorra, Myanmar, no. Bangladesh, we have. Switzerland, we've done. Barbados, not Barbados. The Bahamas, Nurse Nancy. Bahamas, you can get a Burger King there. Punta Cana, Suriname, I don't know. Central American country, 2 words. The second word starts with the letter S. A country in, oh man, where is this place? I'm not exactly sure. There's an island in the Mediterranean you can go to for a Burger King. There is a small country in the Middle East that has its own airline. It's right near Bahrain and the UAE, a little tiny place, well-to-do. A lot of Americans work at this place, do very well there. And then there's a Caribbean island I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. Okay. Suriname, Dominica, Malta. Yeah, Malta is the island in the Mediterranean. Crete is not, but Malta, yes. El Salvador is the one in Central America that I was looking for. Guyana is the one I'm looking for here. Qatar in the Mideast, and St. Lucia is the last one. There are 71 countries where you can get a Burger King Whopper around the world. You can travel a good chunk of the planet and get yourself a Burger King burger and fries, and incroyable, they say. I don't know about the headpiece or not, but you know, what can I say? All right, there are 29 of you here, and I've got to give you this one. This is you're going down memory lane now, you guys. You guys are going down memory lane. I want you to think about your youth when you were kids. I want you to think back and these names will come back to you. The more we play this quiz, the more you're going to go, oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Poor little St. Lucia. I didn't even think of that one. Wow, that was a geography lesson. Isn't that something? Burger King everywhere. Okay, here we go. I want you to tell me, can you tell me the names of record labels through history? Record label names. You remember when you used to buy a 45? Did you ever buy a 45 or an album for your record player? Do you remember the names on the albums, the record company names? What are they? I'm looking for a bunch of them here. Here we go. Here we come. There's a ton of them. I got to set up my marker right now. Pardon me, folks. I'm not even ready with my marker. What am I thinking? What a guy. All righty. The first guess is RCA. You betcha. RCA. Absolutely. A&M. That is right. A&M Records. That would be Herb Alpert and his buddy formed a record company called A&M. And Herb Alpert's albums came out on his own record label. So one of the first musical acts ever to do it. 1965, he did that. RCA. Okay, Sony. Linda Lou, Sony. Yep, Sony Records is another one, definitely. Let's move on to the next one. Capitol, that's right, Capitol. The Beatles came out on Capitol Records, as did many other artists. Virgin, the Virgin label. Yep, that's right, the Virgin label. Motown label, right on, Donnell. Motown. We're looking right there, Motown from 64 on. Apple, that's right, the Apple record company. The Beatles formed Apple Music, and the Apple label. Parrot, Jeremy is coming up with the record company Parrot, and I'm not showing it. Sorry to say, I'm not showing Parrot. Capitol, we have Virgin, we have Motown, we have Victor. Debbie Manuel, what about Victor? Was there a Victor label? Nope, there was not. There was RCA Victor record players, the RCA Victor company, but not record labels. Virgin, we have Motown, we have Apple, we have EMI, Scott Weber, EMI. Let me look here. Yep, the EMI label. Virgin, Apollo Records. Apollo, I'm looking. No, there was the Apollo Theater in New York, in Harlem, but I guess not a record. Elektra, Nathaniel. Elektra Records, Elektra, absolutely right with the K, actually. Verve, Brucey the Cuz, Verve, yes sir, 1966. They had their first #1 hit. Motown, we've got Nothing, I've Got Nothing, Nurse Nancy. Columbia, remember the Columbia Record Company on all those? You remember you used to be able to order 10 records if you joined the Columbia Record Company, and then every month you could order 5 more, whatever it was, for so much a month, and you got records and records. I remember those commercials all the time. The Columbia Record Company. Stax Records. Stax, BC. Yes, sir. Stax. STAX. Stax Records. Absolutely. You got one. Rolling Stone, Scott Weber. Well, there's the Rolling Stones label. That's correct. I'll take it. Imperial Records. Imperial. Yep, 1958. They had their first #1 hit. Sony, we have Sun Records. Sun Records. That's where Elvis Presley first made his first albums. The Sun Record Company. Absolutely. All right, Sony, we have Epitaph Records. Epitaph. Let me take a look here for Epitaph. I'm not finding anything under Epitaph. Decca, yeah, DECCA. I'll take it. This one is making me feel young, says Nurse Nancy. Memphis, Sheila is thinking something called Memphis Records. I don't have it. Atlantic, yes. Remember the Led Zeppelin albums? They used to be on Atlantic Records way back when. The green and orange colored labels. RCA Records, we have K-Tel. K-Tel. Let's see here. HIJK. I know K-Tel Records was a record company. I'm taking that answer. I love it. EMI, we've done already, haven't we? Yes, we have. Def Jam. Yes, sir. Def Jam Records. That's another one. Tamla, Tamla. Yes, Tamla Records from 1961. Sun, we have Island Records. Island Records. Yep, Island Records. We've got it. His Master's Voice. That's right. CBS Records. CBS. Let's see. Was it under CBS or it was probably under Columbia Broadcasting, so it will be under Columbia. So that would be that one. Moving on. Chrysalis. OPQR Chrysalis. I'm not showing it, but I remember that brand. I do remember that band. Hang on, Chrysalis. Yeah, Chrysalis. CHRYSLASIS. Chrysalis. Got it. Thank you. Columbia, we've got an MGM. Yeah, there's another one. Motown, we have Deutsche Grammophon. Deutsche Grammophon. Not showing Deutsche Grammophon here. Was there a vinyl records? Vinyl? Well, they were made of vinyl, but there was no label called vinyl. No. Erato, Erato. Let's see. Anything? Nope, nothing like that. Decca, we have Arista, the Arista. Yep, that's another one from 67 on. Empire, Ms. Kakashi Hataki is here. How you doing? Empire, Empire. I don't have Empire. I'm not showing Empire at all. I do find, by the way, EMI America. I'm just pulling that one up, by the way. Moving on, Warner, yes, 1960 was our first #1 hit. Warner, my brother must own stock in Columbia Records. He orders so much from Columbia Records. Says Sylvia. Scott Weber, Epitaph Records is an American independent record label owned by Bad Religion guitarist Brett Gurewitz. Throughout the 80s and 90s, most acts signed to the label were punk and pop and punk acts. Interesting. Look under Bad Religion just for one moment here. And I'm not finding it either. So I'm sorry to say I can't find it. Now, I have to make an admission here. This quiz has gazillions of answers, but the actual question from this quiz was name the record labels that had a #1 hit in the Billboard countdown. Now, that label you're talking about may not have been on the charts for a #1 hit, and that might be why we can't find it. So it's okay, KTEL. I don't see the name here, but I know KTEL is a record company, and so on and so on. But 99% of them, I think, are represented here. So we'll keep moving on. Swan Songs. Yep, Swan Records, 1964. They had a #1 hit. Chrysalis was Jethro Tull's label. Interesting. Brucey the Cuz, Dot Records, DOT, Dot. Yep, 1961. They had a #1 hit. Hey, Bruce from Chicago. Jimmy C, how you doing, buddy? Sheila, I only remember some of my sisters and brothers' ups and albums. There you go. Eric, Muse, M-U-S-E, Muse. I'm not showing Muse here either. Sorry. Laughing out loud. Yeah, they were made of vinyl. That's right. Sheila, LPs, I meant. Geffen Records, Geffen. Yes, sir. Geffen had #1 hits. Yeah, Sheila, and they would warp it left in the sun for too long if they would warp in the sun. Linda Lou, Smart Man Scott. Any more guesses from you guys? I'm looking for about 130 more record labels. There's some here that will take you down memory lane. Vivo just came in here. I'm not showing a Vivo at all. And Maverick Records, Maverick Records. Nope, not showing Maverick either. Rockefeller, someone's asking about Rockefeller. No, there's Rocky Road and there was Rocket. I'll give you those two, but no Rockefeller. There's also an RCA Victor. Someone asked me about that. There's an RCA Victor. I missed that. Let's see here. Just a Bad Religion fan from the 90s. Right on, Scott Weber. Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, man, there are just so many out here. I'll start rattling some of these off to you guys a little later on. You'll remember some of these. Just a Bad Religion. Mushroom Records. Nope, no Mushroom. Nothing on the Mushroom Records. Let's go through here. I'll rattle off some of these names and see if any of these come back to you. Shady Records. Shady. Nope, I haven't got Shady. If I see any more guesses, I'll keep looking here. You're a youngster, Scott, says Linda Lou. There were record labels known as 20th Century, 550 Music, 550 Work, ABC, ABC Dot, ABC Paramount, Apt, APT, Areola, Ascot, Asylum Records, Atco Records, Avco Records. Those are just some of them. Table Records just was guessed. I don't have Table. American Records, no American. A&M we've done. Apple we've done. Crazy. Anybody got Crazy Records? No. Death Row Records. Death Row. Not a #1 hit machine in Death Row, I guess. So no. Jeremy's laughing out loud. Here comes some of the answers beginning with the letter B. Bang Records. Barnaby. Bell Records. Belltone. Big Machine. Big Top. Black Ground Virgin, BNA, Boardwalk, Brunswick, Buddha. Those are all the labels with the letter B, the record companies. Let's go on to letter C. C2, Calendar Records, Cameo Records, Canadian American, Casablanca Records, Cash Money, Universal Republic, Chancellor, Charisma, Cherry Tree, Chess Records from Chicago, Clock Records, Cole Gems, Colossus, Colpix, Curb, Curtom. Those are the C's. Someone's guessing Republic. Republic. Nope, there's no Republic. The letter D, D-Lite, D-E-L-I-T-E, D-Lite. DGC Records, Dimension Records, Dolphin Records, Dolton Records, Dory Records, Dunhill. Under the letter E, under the letter E, we have EEG Records, 11th Enterprise, Epic, Epic Koch, K-O-C-H, Era Records. Under the F, Fontana, Full Moon, Fury. Under the G, Garpax, Giant, Gordy, Grunt. Under the H, Herald Records, High Records, Hollywood Records, Hot Wax. Under the I's, Infinity, Interscope. Under the J's would be the letter J Records, Jive Records. And then under K, Kama Sutra Records. All kinds of different companies. I was in classical music and opera. I'm not a loss here. Other into the K's, Cap. Into the L's, La Face, Laurie, Leader Records, Legrand, Liberty, London, Loot. Under the M's, Mala, MAM, MCA, Mercury Records, Midland International, Millennium, Mint Records, Montel, Monument, MVP, Neighborhood, Ode, Pacific Time, Parkway, Paula, Philadelphia International, Phillips, Phillies, Plantation, Playboy Records, believe it or not, Polydor, Polygram, Portrait, Private Stock, Quality Records, Quest, Radio, Red Ant, Red Bird, Relatively, Reprise Records, Rhino Records, Riva Records, RMG, Roulette, RSO, Scepter, Scotty Brothers, SIRE, Sir, Smash Records, Soul City, SPQR, Sussex, TK, Tower Records, UMRG, Uni, United Artists, Universal Motown, USA, Valiant, Vanguard, VJ, Virgin Epic, Volt, Warner Brothers Curb, White Whale, Wind Up, Windsong, XL, and Zomba Records. All of these were record companies. Some were, so obscure, they long ago disappeared, merged, died, whatever, but it's incredible. More records than cruise ship. That's right. There's a lot of labels out there, and there's subsidiaries of other companies and that type of thing. You're absolutely right, folks. But some of them, you got a good bunch of them there. And talk about going down memory lane. I remember for my birthday, my mother bought me for I think it was my 13th birthday or something like that. I just gotten a record player the year before, and she bought me. She went to what was that store called in Towers? It was a department store known as Towers Department Store in Kitchener, Ontario. She bought me the top 10 45s. She bought all of them, all 10 of them of the day. One of them was Neil Diamond. I got 10 45s for a birthday present from my mother, so I could play. I had 2 songs, one on each side. And that was the beginning of my record collection. Shortly shifted to albums after that, though. All right. We have one quiz left to go. And this one here is definitely another walk down memory lane, but not that far. It's down the road a little bit, but not that far. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy this one. This one here, I need you to tell me the following information. Here we go. Your mom sounds sweet, Bruce. She was great. She was just wonderful. Okay, can you name the top 10 artists of each year in the 70s by their performance in the top 10? Now, here's what I'm getting at. I'm looking for the top 10 hit makers of each year in the 1970s, from 1970 to 79. And this is put together by how many weeks they were in the top 10. For every week they were in the top 10, they got a point. If they were a number 1, they got 10. If they were number 10, they got 1. If they were number 5, they got 5. And these were tallied up to come up with points for the year. And this was the top 10 artists every year. So tell me your favorite 1970 to 1980 artists that had top 10 hits. And I'll find them here. I'll let you know. Some of them are in multiple years. There's a total of 100 guesses, but I think there's only about 50 or 60 artists that make up this top 10. And let's see how we can do it. Let's see here. Eric, laughing out loud. Let's go here. Okay. Eric Gibbons, the Beatles. Yes, sir. The Beatles were in 1970 the number 3 most popular act. And that's the only time they were in the 70s in the charts, because they broke up in 1970. Jimi Hendrix, Sheila. Jimi Hendrix. No, Jimi Hendrix was not what we call a top 10 hit maker on the pop radio stations of the day. No, he was on FM radio and stayed there a long time. Jimmy, we love him, but he's not a top 10 hit maker. Aerosmith. Jeremy is wondering about Aerosmith. I'll take a look here, but I'm not sure. I think Aerosmith is an act from the 80s. They're not from the 70s. Nurse Nancy is thinking about the group Kiss. I don't think Kiss had top 10 hits either. And they were maybe more of a 1980s act. Janis Joplin. Sheila is wondering about Janis Joplin. I'm not sure either. She died in 71, 72, and I haven't got her. Elton John. Now we're talking Elton John. Yeah. Elton John. He broke into the top 10 list. He made waves starting in 73. He was the number 1 artist in 73 as a hit machine. Number 1 in 74. Number 1 in 75. 76, he was not on the list. 77, not on the list. 78, no. And 79, no. So 73, 74, 75, Elton John ruled. Yeah. The Rolling Stones, my favorite band. The Rolling Stones. Let's take a look if we can find them anywhere on the top 40 hit machine here anywhere. The Rolling Stones. No. Not in the 70s. Not in the 70s. No. Maybe the 60s. Elton John, Rolling Stones. Okay, Paul McCartney and Wings. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mr. Paul McCartney. He was the number 2 act in 73 behind Elton John. He was the number 9 act in 74. Let's see. Paul McCartney, number 1 in 76 with Wings. And any more? And that would be it. That would be Paul McCartney. The Bee Gees. Brucey the Cuz. Yes, sir. The Bee Gees were the number 4 top selling act in 71 for top 10 in the charts, 71. The Bee Gees then were back. Let's see here. They got back here a number 10 artist in 75, number 3 artist in 76, number 1 in 78, number 3 in 79. The Bee Gees dominated that decade for sure. David Bowie. Jeremy is thinking David Bowie. No, sir. David Bowie was not a top 10 hit machine guy in the 70s. Not at all. He was deep underground. He was on FM if you could even find him. Now you throw math into the mix. Aye, says Eric. Linda Lou, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. All right, I'll take Michael Jackson. Oh man. Let's see here. I'm going to give you guys a break. I'm going to give you the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson, all of them. The Jackson 5 were the number 1 musical act in the top 40 pop hits, 1970. Jackson 5 were number 1. In 71, the next year, they were number 9. The next year, they were gone. 73, gone. 74, gone. Jackson 5 and 74, they were number 10. 75, gone. 76, gone. 77, no. 78, no. 79, no. Michael Jackson didn't appear as a solo artist till the 80s. Fleetwood Mac is the next guess. Fleetwood Mac. Let's take a look at Fleetwood Mac. They had hits. There's no question about that. But when did it kick in? Fleetwood Mac. Looking. Number 10 in 77. And that was it. Only in 77, they made number 10. Only number 10. Jimi Hendrix, no. Michael, no. Rod Stewart, Sheila. Rod Stewart, number 5 artist in 71. Let's see here. Rod Stewart. Have we got him again? Any more? Rod Stewart. Rod, number 76, he was number 5. Let's see here. And nope, just twice, only twice. Okay, who we got? Elvis. No, Elvis was not in the charts in the 70s like these guys. Let me just quickly, just before I just dismiss that out of hand, I'm pretty sure Elvis Presley, even after he died, he didn't get a wave here. No, Elvis did not make the top 40. High enough in the top 10 to make the ranking. Fleetwood Mac we've done. Jackson 5 we've done. Michael Jackson we've done. Jackson 5 we've done. Wow, so Sheila. Sylvan, Rolling Stones we've done. Diana Ross. I'll give you Diana Ross, and I'll even give you the Supremes. Diana Ross, as a single artist in 1970, she was number 10. Diana Ross. Let's see here. Going forward, though, the Supremes were gone by the 70s, and Diana Ross appeared in 76 as number 4. And any more for Diana Ross? That was it. She came in twice. The Doors, no. The Doors, they were done by 70, 71, and they were not a top 40 hit machine group at all. LEO, Electric Light Orchestra. The Electric Light Orchestra. I'm going to guess 74.5, if at all, is where they would start if they showed. I'm up to 76 now. No. I have not got ELO at all in this group. ZZ Top, no. Wings we've done. Jeremy C, no. Bad Company, no. Pink Floyd, no. The Carpenters, oh yeah. Number 2 artist in 1970. Number 1 artist in 71. The Carpenters. Number 4 in 73. Carpenters. Any more for the Carpenters? I think Karen Carpenter died, and I think that was the end of the Carpenters. Yep, that was it. Early 70s. Diana Ross. ABBA. The ABBA is definitely the 80s, not the 70s. I'm certain. I'm really sure of that. Yeah, not here. Chicago. Nurse Nancy. Chicago. Let me see. Chicago as a hit machine. They did well in the 80s. But in the 70s, did they hit the top 40? Chicago, no, I don't have the Chicago. I don't have Chicago. Billy Joel, Linda Lou is guessing Billy Joel, the Piano Man. Let me take a look here. Billy Joel, 75, 76, 77. I think it's before his time. Yep, he was after the 70s. Cher. No, not even Sonny and Cher. Neither were here. She passed. Doobie Brothers, 80s. Neil Diamond. Okay, Neil Diamond. Hang on. I need a drink here. Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. Where are you, Neil? I haven't got him. No Neil Diamond. I don't have Neil Diamond on here at all. These are big acts. Hall & Oates, 80s. Dolly Parton, no. Three Dog Night. Number 8 in 1970. Number 2 in 71. And that was it for Three Dog Night. Those were their glory days, and it's all over. Let's see who's next. Jefferson Airplane, Sheila's wondering about. Jefferson Airplane, I don't know if they got up here or not on pop radio. No, not here. Chicago, we have Heart. Sheila, Heart. I think 1980 forward. I don't have him here from 75 on, and that would have been as early as I could have been here. Elvis, no. Willie Nelson, not a pop singer. No. The Bee Gees, we did. Peter Frampton, oh man. Peter Frampton, what about that guy? Let's see here. Peter Frampton, did he make it into the charts? I know he was in the charts. He had a successful album, like one album that just blew up, but I don't show him here at all as a top guy in any of these single years. Pink Floyd, no. Boston, no. Eric Clapton, I don't think so. Eric Clapton, I'm looking. He came on big time in the 80s. He was around in the 70s. I agree, but I don't think so. No, not Eric Clapton. U2, no, way too early. Led Zeppelin, not a top 40 hit machine. Anita Baker. No, Anita Baker. Casey and the Sunshine Band. That would have been here. Okay, we got Casey and the Sunshine Band in 1975, number 4 artist. And then number 6 in 1977. And then they're off. As soon as disco died, they were down again. Fleetwood Mac, we did. Osmond Brothers, the Osmonds, number 3 act in 71. Can you believe it? The Osmonds, anything after that? No more Osmonds. Thank God. After that, no more Osmonds. Casey Sunshine Band, Captain and Tennille. Oh yeah, the Captain and Tennille. Let's see. They came on here in 75 as a number 8 act, number 2 act in 76. And they were gone after that. Thank God. They were so overplayed. Queen, not a top 40 group. Simon and Garfunkel, number 4 act in 1970. And that was it. They broke up after that. Sweet, I don't think Sweet is going to work for us as a group here in the 70s. No. Dionne Warwick. Well, that's interesting. Dionne Warwick, big star. But Dionne Warwick, not finding Dionne Warwick. Sorry to say. Luther Vandross, not finding him. Loggins and Messina, not finding Loggins and Messina. I think that's an 80s act. ABBA, no. Carpenters, we did. Leonard Skinner might have been the 80s as well, although I'm looking here. Leonard Skinner, cannot find Leonard Skinner. I found Donny Osmond by himself, number 6, by the way. Got rid of the Osmonds. Styx, one of my favorites. Styx. Styx. I'm looking hard. Not in the 70s. No. Donnie and Marie. No. Kenny Rogers. Big seller of music. Kenny Rogers. Is he anywhere here? Kenny Rogers. No. I don't have Kenny Rogers here. Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow. Oh man, I remember Barry Manilow. Oh my goodness gracious. Barry Manilow. Number 10 artist in 76. Barry Manilow, not showing him at all after that or before that. Just the 1 year, but he had hits. He did have hits. Cher, no. Captain and Tennille, we did. Bay City Rollers, 80s. Typo. Donna Summer, yes. Number 1 artist in 79. Number 4 in 78. The Disco Queen. Done there. Dolly Parton, I don't think so. I think I've looked already. I'm sure I've looked already, and I don't think so. No Dolly Parton. No. Sonny and Cher. No. James Taylor as a top 40 hit machine. I don't think so. I think he was an easy listening kind of guy. Let me just look here. Sweet Baby James. No, don't have him. Bob Seger. What a great act. Bob Seger, the incredible Bob Seger. Looking for Bob Seger. No, not finding him. Brian Ferry, no, that was Roxy Music, not a top 40 hit machine at the time. Jackson Browne, what a great artist. Did he hit it in the 70s or was he in the 80s? Jackson Browne, I'm not finding him here. I think he was an 80s guy by the time he hit the 40s. The top 40s. Eagles, the Eagles. Okay, the Eagles. I'm feeling good about the Eagles. Number 2 act in 75. Number 4 act in 77. And only that was 2 years. And they did make 80, I think. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That would have been on the funk label, I would imagine. Not here on the pop, no. REO Speedwagon. Oh, what a great name for a band. What an incredible name. Great music, those guys. REO Speedwagon. I am not showing them here at all. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. No. Blondie was 80s. Blondie was definitely 80s. Boston, no. Chicago, we've tried. Sex Pistols, no. Sorry, Nina. Marvin Gaye. Number 10 artist in 71. Any more? Number 6 in 73. Marvin Gaye. And I think that was it for Marvin Gaye. Yep, that was it. The Osmond Steve Miller Band, that would have been 79, 80. No Steve Miller Band. The Osmonds, no Steve Miller Band. Foreigner, yes, Foreigner, number 6 in 78. Foreigner was number 6 in 1978. That was the only year in the 70s. They were more in the 80s, though. The Eagles, we did. The Ramones, not in the top 40. Police in the 80s. Did anyone see Peter Frampton? People did, but not in here. Elvis Costello, the 80s. The Cars, 80s. ABBA is the 70s. They played last time together, 82. I don't have ABBA as a top group on this chart. I just don't have them. They just weren't in here. Neil Sedaka. Oh my gosh. I know he had 1 or 2 good years in the 70s, but did he make it into the pop charts long enough, high enough, strong enough? Yep, 75. He was number 7. I think that was his only year, though. That was it for Neil Sedaka. Good guess. George Harrison as a solo artist. I don't have George Harrison as a solo artist at all, but I have another Beatle here. You've already guessed McCartney, but I've got another Beatle here who's in here. Frampton is there. Sheila. Roy Orbison, no. Neil Diamond, no. Barry Manilow, no. Billy Joel, no. Barbara Streisand, yes. Number 4 in 1979. Number 2 in 1977. Number 4 in 74. Barbara was on there several times. James Taylor, no. Engelbert Humperdinck, just fun to say it. Love to say that name. CCR, yeah, 1970. They were the number 5 top 40 act, and that was the only time. But Engelbert Humperdinck, I don't have Engelbert Humperdinck. The Beach Boys, no, the Beach Boys were not in the top 40 that I can tell. Let me just quickly trickle right through any one year they got lucky, but nope, they were not on here. Paper Lace, Jimmy C. Paper Lace. No, sir, I'm not showing Paper Lace. That would have been late 70s, I think. Not showing Paper Lace. Pete Townsend, no. Neil Young, don't think so. No. Queen, no. Conway Twitty, no. Blondie, no. EU, yeah. Steely Dan, no. Stevie Wonder, number 3 in 73. Stevie Wonder, number 5 in 77. Twice he was on there. Van Halen, no. Van McCoy, no. Stevie Wonder, we have Styx was one of my favorite tubers. Nathaniel Brown, Patti LaBelle. That would be late 70s. Patti, I don't have her. Nope. John Denver, number 2 artist in 74, number 3 in 75. John Denver. Those were the years for John Denver. James Brown. James Brown, I don't think so. He was a soul artist, and I don't think James Brown would have made the pop chart. Looking. No James Brown. Sorry. Lionel Richie and the Commodores. All right, the Commodores. Lionel Richie. Let's see here. Looking. Oh my goodness. 78. They were number 8. 79. They were number 5, and then into the 80s after that. Glenn Campbell. I think Glenn. I'm not sure if Glenn was on the pop side of things. Glenn could have been on the country side of things. Oh, no, number 9 artist is 75. I'll give him that one. He's at least once here, once. He did play for the Beach Boys at one time. Glenn Campbell's great studio musician, session musician. The Temptations. The Temptations. Nope. I don't have the Temptations in the 70s. 60s, yes. Bruce Springsteen, 80s. Isaac Hayes. Shaft. Not showing Isaac Hayes, no. Genesis, 80s. David Bowie, no. Supertramp, oh, late 70s, 80s. But I don't think we've got them. Have we got Supertramp here? 80s, they're not here. Not here. Ozzy Osbourne, not a top 40 guy. Love the Eagles. Rick James, yes. Rick James. Rick James. Let me look. Where are we? Rick James, where are you? Rick, where are you? I thought I had Rick James. Oh my gosh, I don't have Rick James. I have somebody else named Rick, but not Rick James. I thought I had him, but no, he's more probably soul and funk. Okay. REO, Stevie Wonder, Black Sabbath, no. Prince, no. Genesis, no. U2, no. Chaka Khan, no. Frankie Valli, AC/DC, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, thank you. Ringo Starr was the number 7 artist in 74. Ringo Starr made the charts a lot in 74 after the breakup of the Beatles. Ringo Starr, way to go, buddy. Love Ringo Starr. Let's see here. John Lennon, no. George Harrison, no. Phil Collins, not till the 80s. Earth, Wind, and Fire, not really here. No. Bobby Vinton, no. Tony Orlando and Dawn, number 7 artist, 71. And that was it. 73, number 5, Tony Orlando and Dawn. Oh my God. And that was it for those guys. Oh my gosh. Bobby Vinton, no. The Who, Neil Diamond, Bob Marley, no. Bachman Turner Overdrive, 80s. Linda Crawford, no. Dr. Hook, 80s. Aretha Franklin, even Dr. Hook, though, I think they had a hit, but maybe they just didn't rank. Sorry. Aretha Franklin in the 70s. Aretha Franklin in the 70s. I'm not showing her. No. Okay. Who else? Tina Turner with Ike Turner. Tina Turner, together or not? Tina or Ike? Showing here. Looking. No. Neither. Edgar Winter, Jim Croce, number 10 artist in 73. And then he died. He passed away. I mean, he died. Edgar Winter, no. Bee Gees, we've done. Gordon Lightfoot, no. I didn't know Glenn Campbell played with the Beach Boys. He did in recordings. Glenn Campbell was part of the Wrecking Crew. He was a studio session musician in Los Angeles. Hal Blaine, the drummer, just passed away this week at age 90. Hal Blaine played on more number 1 and number 10 hits of anyone in the history of recordings. He was the drummer on more top 10 and number 1 hits of anyone ever. He died quietly at age 90 just last week. The Wrecking Crew group was unbelievable. The Monkees, the Wrecking Crew. The Association, the Wrecking Crew. They played the instruments. The artists sang the songs. These guys played the instruments. It was incredible. Glenn Campbell, huge, successful studio musician. Kool and the Gang. Kool and the Gang, not in the top 40 rankings of all time in the 70s. Olivia Newton-John. Oh, I like this one. I think this is going to be good. Let me see. Number 3 in 74. Number 5 in 75. Olivia Newton-John had a couple of years. Number 3 in 78. So she came in 3 times. Well done. Otis Redding, no. Steely Dan, no. Dr. Hook, no. Cheap Trick, no. Tom Jones, no. Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt came on in the 70s, and she was number 6 in 75. You guys have got all the artists for 75. 1 decade, 1 year is gone. That was the only time, though, she was in the top 10 to be ranking like that. Pat Benatar, the 80s. Sheila, wow, I'm still blown away by your show, Bruce. Hall & Oates, 80s. Okay. I got to give you some hints. All right. I need a band from Canada for 1970. They came out of Winnipeg. Does anyone know who that band is? I need a band that was named after a food we eat. You make sandwiches with it. Anybody remember that band? Guess Who just came in? Yep, the Guess Who. Thank you very much. Bob Dylan, such a contributor, all awesome. Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens was a mega star in the 70s. And then he gave it all away and went into religion and then came back. Cat Stevens does not rank in the 70s at all. Isn't that incredible? He was so huge. Bread, there it is, the group Bread from 1970. They were the number 9 act. I need a gal who wrote top singles. She was a songwriter first in New York, working at a studio where she just wrote songs for people. Then she went with her own act. The song I'm thinking about is It's Too Late, Baby. It's Just Too Late. We really did try to make it. Anybody remember the name of that song? What is her name? Carole King. Carl Peterson, you got it. Carole King. Man, I can't give you guys hints for more than 5 seconds. It's awesome. Okay, I need a gal who sang the anthem, the national anthem at this year's Super Bowl in Atlanta. She sang it by herself, but she was with a group with guys behind her as her backup singers. Who am I talking about? 1973 and 74, they were the toast of the town. Who am I talking about? Petula Clark is coming in, Carole King and Carly Simon. Carly Simon. In the meantime, I'll look for Carly Simon. But no, Carly Simon. Let's see here. Gladys Knight. That's right, Gladys Knight and the Pips. She sang the national anthem by herself. Gladys Knight and the Pips, number 7 top act in 73. Number 5, Midnight Train to Georgia in 1974. Love that song. I'm looking for a group of guys that had a bunch of number 1 hits. In 72, they named themselves after your country just south of me. I'm in Canada. What are they called? They named themselves after the country they were from. What else is coming in here? Gladys Knight was on the harmony during. Interesting. Who else am I looking for? Any more hints I can give you? This gentleman is an incredible singer. Here's America. Thank you, everybody. You got America. Beautiful. I'm looking for a solo artist, African-American artist. He has the most incredible voice. He can go low to unbelievably high. He's a preacher, and he was featured on the David Letterman show on numerous occasions. He is absolutely unbelievable. He is still singing today. I'm certain of it. But he was only in the top of his game in 1972. He owned the charts in 72. Percy Sledge just came in as a guest. Let me see if Percy Sledge is around anywhere. That's not who I'm thinking about. No, Percy Sledge is not who I'm thinking about. Smokey Robinson. No, I'm not thinking about Smokey Robinson. He was a star of the 60s, of course. Still singing today. Seal singing today, but not from the 70s. Al Green, the incomparable Al Green. You got it. XG number 1. He was the number 1 artist in 1972. Al Green, what an incredible voice. Reverend Cleveland. Al Green, beautiful. Okay, I'm looking for, Whom else? I'm looking for a guy who played piano, and he was referred to as the fifth Beatle. He was called the fifth Beatle because at the end of the Beatles' run, he played with them on piano. He also accompanied the Rolling Stones and played with them and went on tour with them. I saw him on stage in Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, 1974. Who am I talking about? An incredible piano player, and he had hits himself. Who am I talking about? Let's see, what else have we got here for any others? You remember the song Dreamweaver? Who did that song, Dreamweaver? Seen Al Green a couple years ago. He was awesome. Liberace, yeah, that was a piano player, but that's not who I'm talking about. Roy Orbison is 60s. Top hits were his 60s. Elton John, we've done already. Neil Simon. Neil Simon's a writer. Billy Preston, there you go. Billy Preston, number 8 artist in 1973. Billy Preston, absolute genius piano player, and he was known as the fifth Beatle. Who did Dreamweaver? Anybody know who did Dreamweaver? Gary Wright, yeah, 1976. He was the number 5 artist. Let's see here. Any of these others? Oh, I'm looking for a gal. She had one hit that really took her to the top as a number 1 song. It was overplayed in 77 to the point of nausea. She's the daughter of a gentleman who dominated, who was an artist from the 50s. Lots of big hits in the 50s. The daughter. The song is called "You Light Up My Life." Anybody remember who that was? I couldn't stand. I heard that song on radio. I turned the radio off or I changed the channel because it was so overplayed. What was her name? There it is. Debbie Emanuel got Debbie Boone. XG1 got Boone. Debbie Boone, the number 1 artist of 77, never to be in the top 10 ever again. Thank God. I couldn't stand her. I was so resentful of that song being played so much. It killed me. Sheila's laughing out loud. Way to go, Debbie. I'm looking for a BG. I'm not looking for a BG. I'm looking, well, actually I am. I'm looking for a single artist. One of the Bee Gees who had a couple of hits by himself. Anybody know? 77 and 78. Let's see here. Who else can I go? Oh, I'm looking for a sitcom television star who was on the show Welcome Back, Kotter. That's right. He's become a heartthrob ever since. Who am I talking about? Andy Gibb. Here we go. That's the Gibb I'm looking for. Number 3 artist in 77. Number 2 artist in 78. Thank you. Who was on Welcome Back, Kotter became a heartthrob after that? John Travolta. Thank you very much. Number 8 artist in 78. Why? Saturday Night Fever? I don't know. Crazy. Whom have I got left to go here? I've got about 7 or 8 to go, and I'm trying to figure out who did the song. Okay. I'm looking for a group. 4 guys. Each wore his own costume, and we sing the song that made them famous to this very day. We still sing it, and we go through all the mannerisms of the song. I can't even tell you the name of the song. 4 guys, each wore his own costume. I think it's 4 guys. It might be 5, but I think it's 4. The song is YMCA. The Village People. That's right. The Village People. Were there 4 or 5 of them? I can't remember. That's funny. Hilarious. Way to go, you guys. All right. I have to give you the rest of them because I just don't know the songs they made. I'll be way off here. 1970, the only artist you didn't get for 1970 was B.J. Thomas. It was the only artist you didn't get. You got 71. You got 73. In 74, Ray Stevens was the only guy you didn't get. But 72, there's a pile we did not get. We did get Al Green, number 1 guy in 72. We got Michael Jackson, and we got America. But we didn't get Gilbert O'Sullivan. We didn't get Roberta Flack, Bill Withers, Nilsson, Looking Glass, Don McLean, or Joe Tex. I have no idea who the hell Joe Tex is. 76, we have a couple of artists here. Rick Dees and his cast of idiots? Really? Wild Cherry, Walter Murphy and the Big Apple Band. Over my head, I'll tell you that right now. 1977, we didn't get The Emotions. We didn't get Sean Cassidy, and we didn't get Leo Sayer. Remember Leo Sayer? 78, A Taste of Honey, Exile, and Chic. Chic was also the #2 artist in 79. Disco, folks. 79, the last of them, Peaches and Herb. Remember those two? Gloria Gaynor, The Knack, and Anita Ward. Those were the top 70 artists from the charts, the top 10 chart breakers of the 70s, way back when. Some of us were around. We don't want to admit it, but we were around. We had to listen to this stuff because we didn't have much choice. They kept playing them all the time. Hilarious stuff. There you go. Play that funky music, Wild Cherry. Oh, I was in love with Sean Cassidy. One of my favorite karaoke songs, Linda Lou. I said Gloria Gaynor, and I give it to you. I'm sorry if I missed it. Too intense, this quiz. This quiz, just so intense. I was around, says XG1. Carl Patterson, The Greatest Decade. Debbie, oh my God, went to a Sean Cassidy concert. My first concert, laugh out loud. Sean Cassidy concert. Oh my goodness gracious. Hilarious, just hilarious. Well, there you go. There are my, those are my quizzes for the day. I wanted to give you those Chevy models and the 12 cities that lost the most population since 1950. Burger King countries, record labels. I figured we'd get more, but no big deal. And top 10 artists of the 70s. There you have it. I will be on again tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday I'm on at 2. I'll have some trivia for Saturday as well. We'll have some fun then. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for 31 thumbs ups. Can't complain about that. Really appreciate it. I hope you're staying warm, stay safe, and stay healthy. The weather is going to be ugly in certain parts of the USA and Canada. All is well here in Creston. We're doing great. Linda Lou's laughing out loud. Looked like a piece of furniture, says Sheila. Nathaniel, good night. See you Saturday. Nurse Nancy, well, that was fun. Thanks, Bruce, and good to see everyone. I have to work 13-hour shifts for the next 5 days, so I'll miss you all. Take care. You take care, Nurse Nancy. Jeremy, this was fun. Thanks for the memory. Sheila, thumbs up for Bruce. Debbie, great show. At least got half of trivia. Have a great evening, TWB family. Jeremy G, good night all. Linda Lou, oh, Nurse Nancy, that sucks. She's got to make cruise money. She's making cruise money, 13-hour shifts. It's all good. It's all going to the right place. Jorge, thanks, Bruce. It was fantastical. Thank you, guys. 33 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Okay, guys? Bye for now. We'll see you.